All right, so the name of the app is called Perplexity. So with this app, you can create as much content as you so desire. All right. So let me open the app. This is it, Perplexity. Can you see? So I'm gonna go to the history so that I'm going to pull up some of the work I've used it to do. Okay. So let me see. Uh, so you can see I use this like on a regular basis. Low blood pressure, as a diabetic, lungs. Okay. So like any question people ask me, actually, I can use it to respond to them. For example, somebody asked this, like the person said, um, blood sugar reading from 500 to 105, you know, after using our product. So I was like, okay, how do I respond to this? So it says a blood sugar reading dropping from 500 to 105 indicates significant improvement, you know. So it gave me some other information. So it means I can edit this and respond appropriately. You understand? So let me show you something else. Like all the questions that people usually ask, good morning, please, can diabetic patient eat cornflakes and milk? Then I brought it here. Then it gave me the necessary information that I needed. Okay. So all the questions, you see another one, can a diabetes in Nigeria drink pap and can also eat catfish, stuff like that. You see? Then other grains that can add it to corn. So the thing is, it will give you some other suggestion, right, as to other things you can, other ideas, like for example, the person asked, started from here, you know, can diabetes patient eat cornflakes and milk? I got the response here. Okay. And then also, can a diabetes in Nigeria drink pap and uh, and can he also eat catfish once in a while? You know, I use this to respond to that. Do you get? Sometimes you may put conclusions, sometimes it's not really necessary to put conclusions. Just do without the conclusions. Then this one, like other grains that can be added to corn to make pap. These are the suggestions it told me I can add. For example, uh, let me show you what I mean. This one says, can the diabetic patient take this combination daily or monthly? It's still part of the suggestion this app recommended to me. I will show you how it works. Can you see? All this one that is related, these are the suggestions. That is, these are some questions that um, other people asked on Google that this app brought here. So it can also help me to respond, can provide answers to these questions as well, which I can also use to also create content in addition to the question the customer or the group member asked. Okay, so that's that. Let me see how I can show you um, the way I've been using it lately. Lately, wasn't meant to. So questions that people ask, like this person was asking that my husband always have body weakness and stomach pain every time, and he will be hungry without knowing until he force himself. So this gave me ideas as to the problem the person may be having, right? Um, Combo test. Somebody may send you the test result that they did. So I'll just put the result here, like, the okay, the person told me that she wants to go and do combo test on hepatitis. Me, I don't know the meaning, so I came here and they explained to me what that is. So this is just like you can use this app to understand what your what the client or the customers, the questions they're trying to ask. Okay, so you can bring the questions here to give you an idea or give you a way, or we give you an idea of the kind of questions they are asking and how you can respond to them. You understand? So let me see. There's something I want to show you. Okay. Uh-huh. So can you see? Um, I was trying to explain the role of stem cells and immune cells, the role they play, you know, as responsibility to other cells in the body as a whole. That is how the stem cells help other cells in the body and how immune cells help the other cells in the body as well. So it gave me the the details, right? So it told me that of stem cells and that of immune cells. But what I realized is that you know these responses usually come with citations. That is, ibi tó ti rí all these statements and websites, yeah, it will indicate it just to reference. When you do project now, you reference. So let me show you what I mean. If I paste it here, okay, you see all the websites, right? After the responses, it will now include the website. So I don't want it to be giving me all these links. Why should I edit? So what I discovered is that if I now tell it to interpret it to a Nigerian and personal, okay, if I now tell it to interpret it to a Nigerian, okay, and I stop there, it will interpret it, you know, in a way that Nigerians will understand. And this way, it will not come with all this citation. So let me copy this response, the one it has interpreted, and paste. Can you see? This one did not come with any citation. So I can just edit this easily and send to my people. Do you understand? So then aside that, it responded with pidgin because I said interpret it to a Nigerian and personalize it with you, your, etc. Can you see? So it now started including you, your, in the statement. Now another thing, somebody asked, can ulcer, so I think I wanted to create a content on ulcer. So I didn't know whether to call it a sickness or a disease. So I asked, can ulcer be considered as a disease? So it said yes, right? Let me look for another thing. So here, why supplements made of stem cells, nutrients, vitamins, and minerals obtained organically may take some time to work with healing science. That is, what I'm trying to do is this. We are using natural methods to provide healing to people. So I'm like, okay, I wanted people to understand that all these supplements may take time. You see, so why supplements made of stem cells, nutrients, vitamins, and minerals obtained organically may take some time to work with healing science? Why do some other people experience fast healing and then other people they experience delayed a little bit? So it now gave me this information, right? So I felt that this thing is too long, Jerry. And I told it, I said, can you summarize this point? Then it did summarize it for me here. Okay, can you see? And this summary, it will not include citation. Do you understand? Then I said again, break it down for a kid in Nigeria that, okay, I want it to be so basic that anybody can understand it. Then it gave me this here. Do you understand? So um, then I think I didn't like the one they gave me here. Do you understand? I didn't like it. So I now copied the previous one and I said, break this down for a kid in Nigeria to understand. So this is the old thing here. Then it responded with this. So this was the one I later used. You see? Then this one, what can alcohol damage in the body? Right? Somebody was saying, can I be drinking alcohol while I'm using Faforon? And I told him, it's not a good idea. Then I now came here. I said, what can alcohol damage in the body? Then it gave me this. Then see what I did after that. I said, summarize for a Nigerian. Can you now see? You now make it more organized. You see? So I have little editing to do. And then if I copy this and I want to edit, for example, when you want to edit, you bring it to WhatsApp and you start editing, or you take it to Google Docs, right? Or you take it to maybe a notepad. I have a notepad here, my Google Workspace. I can create a new sheet, right? Then I can paste. So if I paste, this is how it's going to come out. So this was a question I asked it. You remove that one first, and then other stuff, you remove that. Then you cannot start. All this ash, you remove it. You understand? So you remove all the unnecessary space, right? Then this is the um, major thing here. How alcohol can damage the body. You can put your either double column or your question mark, and then you can even make it bold by putting star front, one star in the front, one star at the back to make it bold. Sometimes I can even make it better. I can go to a uh, a website like that can help me create a stylish text. Okay, so the name of the website is called lingojam.com. Right, lingojam.com. Can you see? Then I can paste it here. Then to give me different style. Don't go and use styles that people will not see clearly. So I usually use, I think, two or three. I can use this one here, this particular style, although it is small. If I don't want to use that, I can use another one. I can use this one, right? Or I can use this. I usually love to use this one because it's big, it is bold, and I can even make it more bold so you see that I can use this one as well, you know. So when I bring it back here, when I bring it to my notepad, I like this one. I paste, then I put my style again. By the time I bring it to WhatsApp, it will be so bold, very bold. Now all these star, you remove it. You just leave one star. Okay, one star. I'll show you the difference between the two star. Right, so let me just copy these two here and bring it to WhatsApp so that you see. I also have a notepad on WhatsApp. Let me search for my notes. I created this group just for editing and putting some content, for editing. So I can paste this here. Can you see how bold this one came? right? If I remove the star I put at the back, it will not be as bold as this anymore. Can you see? If I put the star to make it more bold. Now, you see this brain here is bold. Look at this art here, it's bold. But you can see that this art here has star showing. I don't like these stars to be showing. That's because you have two stars in the front, two stars at the back. So by the time you remove one, you are left another one. You go to the this side too, you remove another star. Then it remains bold. If you want to remove more than one star from both sides, if you remove two stars, you see the text become light. So you put the extra asterisk, okay, and then it remains bold. Can you see? So now let's say I want to create content on high blood pressure, okay? So you can use it to create content on any issue: high blood pressure, cancer, ulcer, um, prostate enlargement, prostate cancer. So let's create content on high blood pressure. I can say, so you can follow this format. Help me write on the topic high blood pressure, comma, the causes, types, types, complications. Some cases may not have types, but some have types. For example, hepatitis. You have type A, type B, types diabetes. Type 1, type 2. Some cancer. Different type of cancer. You understand? So I don't know if there's any types of high blood pressure. It's already high blood pressure. You know, I don't know. I'm not sure if that has types. So from the responses, we're gonna know whether it has types or not. Complications. What else? Um, um, age, or let's say the geographic, the people it affects, right? People that can be affected. Mm, Complications. What else? Mm, 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 mm. Okay, food that can uh, that can that can that can lead to a high risk. A natural solution, natural remedies, and herbs. Yeah. Then that food that lowers blood blood pressure. Boom, full stop. So you click on enter. So you see, this is the answer. Can you see? Say high blood pressure or hypertension. It's a serious health condition affecting millions globally. It is defined as a constant high blood pressure reading of 130 or higher and can lead to severe complications if untreated, including heart disease, stroke, like that, like that. So you see causes and types. Can you see? Hypertension can be classified into two types. We have primary hypertension, then secondary hypertension. You see, then complications, you see heart attack, the affected population. Hypertension can affect anyone, but certain groups are at high risk, including older adults, individuals with family history of high blood pressure, and those with obesity or diabetes. Additionally, Black Americans have a significant higher prevalence and mortality rates associated with hypertension. Okay. Um, then dietary factors. Food control to high blood pressure include high sodium food, saturated food. Then I can even go further later on to say, okay, um, explain to Nigerians what high sodium processed food is. Shey you get, or what Nigerian food has high saturated and trans fat. Shey you understand? Then sugar sweetened beverages, processed meat and all that. Then see natural remedies. You see herbs, garlic, stuff like that. Food, leafy greens, berries, all those kind of things. Now, um, you see related stuffs here. Health, what food to avoid? Sure you get. Mm-hmm. Then how does it lead to kidney failure? So now I cannot say interpret to a Nigerian. Inter interpret to a Nigerian. Okay, right. I cannot say also include um, also include Nigerian foods that 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 are um, that's also include Nigerian types Nigerian types include various Nigerian foods, non foods, non foods are that contain or high in what I copied earlier. High in sodium foods, saturated, just to give a detailed lecture, detailed content for our people, right? Sweetened beverages, processed meat, you know, for better understanding. Understanding. And also just want to copy something here. Then what foods should be avoided then? Okay, and other foods to be avoided. You see, so this is gonna interpret, then add all this one to the next one is going to give to us. So let's see it. So actually, it did not interpret it the way we want it. It just went straight up to foods to avoid with high blood pressure, processed food, fatty, you know. So what I can go and do is this. I can copy this, right, and paste here. Then remove all these links, all the citations, cut. I can say, um, and I need to, yeah, mm, processed food. Okay. So you see all this processed food, salty food, processed meat like suya, kilishi, bama. So it has already done that for us. So I would just say it should interpret this one here, interpret to a Nigerian. Understand? So I'll, I'll say paste. Interpret to a Nigerian. The 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 text below. The right up below. The right below. Okay. And then you're gonna see a new edition. So can you see? Can you see? So this is perfect now. This is perfect. Really organized. Can you see? I think it even included everything. Dairy benefit factors contribute to high blood pressure. Certain foods can risk, you see high sodium, such as canned foods, instant noodles, snacks like chin chin. You get, so you can now even go to the previous one here, all these ones here, and then include all these other ones too inside this new one it gave us, right? So this one is detailed because contains, it has already, you know, it has given us a, it has interpreted it for us. Can you see a very good lecture? Say high blood pressure, understanding hypertension in Nigeria. Can you see? Can I say high blood pressure? It explained it, right? And then going further, it says it's a serious health issue that affects millions of people around the world, including many in Nigeria. It is defined as having a blood pressure reading 130 to 80 millimeter, Hg or higher. If not managed properly, hypertension can lead to severe health complications such as heart disease, stroke, kidney, stuff like that. Then causes and types. You see, these are the types, right? And then um, usually caused by maybe family history, obesity, everything is included. Complications of high blood of hypertension, it can lead to stroke, heart disease, sexual dysfunction, stuff like that. Then who is affected? Can affect anyone, but can affect older adults, individuals, family history, people who are overweight. In Nigeria, as in many other countries, certain population may express higher rates of hypertension due to lifestyle and dietary habits. Now, dietary factors contribute to high blood pressure, right? You can see certain foods can increase the risk of, developing high blood pressure, including high sodium foods, saturated food trans, sugar, sweetened beverages, processed meats, like hot dogs and some other smoked fish, stuff like that. And then you can go and copy ideas from the previous one, the one I did not include in this one. You can go and copy from that previous one and add here. You get to see natural remedies and foods to lower blood pressure. You see garlic, ginger, hibiscus tea. You see foods. Can you see? All I just to do is to copy. Now I can copy. I bring to my WhatsApp here. And I paste it. Then you now start editing. You remove this, interpret this thing to Nigerian. Okay, you remove all these ones. That was a question I asked it. You know, I think to this place. Yeah, good. So, like I said, okay, this is where it begins. You remove all this ash, 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 and you see high blood pressure, understanding the understanding hypertension in Nigeria. Can you see? So, like I said, you can edit it. You can take it to this some of those headlines, right? You can go and edit it under lingojam.com to make it more beautiful. You understand? To make it look really good. All this ash, you remove it. Then you can. This is a sub. This is a. This one is the major topic. Is the main topic, which is the main headline. This one is a sub heading. Now you can remove this ash, and bring in something like, let's say, something like this, or you can use something like one. You understand? Or you see, I use a lot, okay? Something like this, or you can use fruit self, or depending on what the sub headline is. You get like courses. Courses, it means something that is not maybe danger, or I can use something like alarm, then I can start it, or I can still go to Lingo Jam to get a nice. So the the kind of you can use the same style from Lingo Jam for your main headline and your sub headlines, or you can use the boldest one as your main headline, right? And then for your subheadings, you just copy it, right, and paste it here without, this one here. If you look at this, you see this particular one here. I after I copied it from Lingo Jam, I still now made it bold by adding star. Okay, so if I did not put the star in the front and at the back, right, it will not be as bold as this, but it's still going to be bold. It's going to be better than this brain here, to appear better than it. This brain here, this bold here, is WhatsApp bold, but that Lingo Jam bold, from the text I copied, that one came out bold originally on its own, right? If you look at Lingo Jam, right, you see that all these ones here, they are bold. Okay, this one is bold, this one is bold, this other one here is bold as well. Okay, now if you bring it to WhatsApp and you still now put star to now make it more bold, do you get the idea? Okay. So you can use symbols. Now, like I told you, anywhere you see all this double star, anywhere that is appearing, is already bold. So you remove this star. Okay, So, but you see, this one is another sub point. It's like a point. It's a point. It's a numeric point. You don't need to use any style for this. Okay, just leave it the way it is. Just remove the star that is appearing and leave it. This one too, you remove one star from it. Okay, right, and it still remains bold. This ash ash, you see, this one is complications of hypertension. You can look for something else. Complication is not something nice. You can put, let's say, cry, somebody crying, or something like this. Then, right, you can change the style with lingo stuff. So, like I said, you can use the same style for the main headline and then the sub headlines, or you can make the main one to be bolder than the sub headlines, or you can use another style for the sub headlines. Do you understand? So that people will know, okay, this one is a topic, then this other one are the sub headlines. So you can make it organized like that. Okay, so that's it basically. That's how you go about it. And then all the summary, you remove summary. We remove summary at the end. Conclusion. You may leave it or you may remove it. You understand? Well, I don't like to put conclusion. I just delete it. Okay, just delete it. Now, if you just post everything like this, people cannot read everything at once. You can see it shows read more at the bottom. It means it cannot capture everything at once. So what I like to do is I like to break it. Let me copy this. So from this one, I can break it and send like that so that people can, they don't have to be clicking on read more before they see everything. Another one again. I'm gonna copy and cut. So you can even make it each sub headline to appear on its own. You get. So you see, I did edit everything finish because of time. I don't want this video to be too long. It's already long. So that's the idea. You can break it so that all this read more is not appearing. You see, like this one here, you can see it's short, 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 like that. Then secondly, so after everything, the last thing you want to do is you can now ask me, okay, which combination can they use to solve high blood pressure? Which of our products can they use to treat high blood pressure? You understand? So I will send you what you can use. For example, I will just so when I give you one, let me go to my group. I'll come here. So I can now say this one is this is what you need to solve high blood pressure. You get, or you can just ask me. I will forward you the picture, and now you're going to say this is what you need to be. This is the perfect combination for treating this, or treating high blood pressure or whatever. You get something like this. This is the combination, or all right. So after the training, we have to show them the combination. Can you see? Perfect. Perfect. Can you see this? You see? Like after cataract training and everything, you know, I say this is the combo for arthritis. Like this is this is just like a perfect example. You put something like this underneath that text so that they will know the supplement that they need to treat that ailment, to deal with that ailment or that sickness. Do you understand? Uh-huh. And then after that, we now follow with testimonies that relate to the topic you just treated. Do you get? So you can ask me, and I will send you those testimonies. You just use it to complete your training. Do you get? And then last thing, after you post testimonies or after the class, you can say, if you need if you want to order, you know, like after you've showed the product, you can say contact Dr. Kings or yeah, you can say contact the Dr. Kings. You put my phone number there, okay, to get your product as soon as possible. Do you understand? Or want to speak with doctor, contact Dr. Kings at, da 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 da, or want urgent help. You get want urgent help, contact Dr. Kings at, do you get, or need somebody to talk to, contact Dr. Kings, da 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 da. So they don't have to talk to you because you may not know exactly what to tell them when they come to you. And if anybody sends you a message privately, okay, you will refer them back to me. Do you understand? You refer them back to me, okay? Tell them they will need to speak with Dr. Kings directly so that they'll be able to get the necessary guide that they need. Do you understand that you are just a customer agent? Do you get that they will need to speak with Dr. Kings, who is going to guide them, perfectly? Do you understand? So that's exactly what you need to do. If you get questions, let me know. Watch this video completely so that you know what to do. It's just like 40 minutes training. I didn't know it's gonna get to this point, but this video is I think it's thorough and it's complete, and you should be able to know what to do next with this video. And lastly, go to Facebook. Go to Facebook.